Well, here we are. Yes, welcome, welcome. We are doing a live stream, and I'm just trying to. I'm looking at the background. YouTube is now doing something weird in the background. I can't control this, but this is a real background. But YouTube is like blurring it out, and my hair looks weird. But what can we do? It's okay. I want to make sure people can hear me as you start coming into the room here to the what do you call it? To the live stream. Sipping on some bone broth as I'm eagerly awaiting my friends and YouTube family to come on in here. We're going to be talking about microdosing mushrooms versus LSD. And I wonder whether it's interesting. Yeah, I wonder since putting LSD in the title, I don't know if that was a good thing or a bad thing because YouTube, of course, doesn't like that, and I'm just wondering whether they're not going to the algorithm is going to pick that up, and it's not going to put this in people's feeds because it's about LSD. But anyway, we can talk about anything we want. And this is I'm sorry, this YouTube thing is very weird. There's got to be a way that I can look normal and not have a blurred background. Isn't that, look what it's doing to my, this is too weird. Just too bizarre. Look, I mean, doing to my shirt, if I back up a little bit, but then if I come forward, it's blurry. I mean, this is crazy. So I want to say hello. Can you hear me? I want to make sure you can hear me. Please say hello in the chat box here so we can get going, and just tell me if you can hear me, if the audio sounds okay, because the last thing I want to do is just be talking for, the live stream and nobody can even hear what I'm saying. So can you hear me? Say hello wherever you might be. Just say something and we'll get started. I see a couple thumbs up. That's good. Hearts are always good. If you just click the heart thing, it goes like this. You'll see hearts. Oh, that's 100% weird. Okay, you see hearts like that. Yes, Epic now and then. Finally, somebody says something. Are you guys like all shy today or something? What's going on? I think maybe some of our regulars are not here because the regulars would definitely be telling me, they'd be already saying things. But anyway, whoever's here, I totally appreciate you. Even if you're not a regular. There's Sylvia. Okay, one of our regulars is here. Sylvia is here. It's funny. I do this when I can. There's no set schedule. And a lot of times, like, some regular people show up, and it's great. It's kind of almost like a little family here. So it's great to have. But even if you're new, if you've never been on a live stream before, it's really, really cool to have you here. I'll start this off by saying, I promised in the title, at least, I promised that I'm going to be talking about what I think about microdosing magic mushrooms versus LSD. I've been microdosing magic mushrooms for about 4 years now. I should really turn off my notifications here because I don't want to be interrupted because people are texting me and all kinds of craziness is going on here. Okay. I've been microdosing magic mushrooms for about 4 years, and it has been totally life-changing. If you've been following me for a while, you understand. I was experiencing a lot of anxiety, some depression for sure. My life wasn't going in the direction that I wanted to go. It was just, things were just too weird. And I discovered magic mushrooms after having tried all of the conventional stuff, talk therapy, antidepressants, all the stuff they tell you to do. I tried it all because I don't want to live. I want to live my best life possible. But it wasn't until I really started microdosing magic mushrooms about 4 years, almost exactly 4 years ago, that I totally started feeling every day the way I feel that people should feel every day. I mean, my anxiety was gone. My depression was gone. It doesn't mean that if something happens in my life, you don't get upset or sad or anxious. That doesn't mean that at all. But on a regular basis, you don't have that feeling of depression and anxiety, and if you have some PTSD, whatever. By the way, we've got a bunch of you here. say hello in the chat box if you can. Just say hi, Dr. Dave. Tell me where you're from if you want. It's always good to hang out with people that if I know who you are. And I'm going to be also taking a sip of my bone broth. I'll tell you, okay, guys, I've been cranking this healthy lifestyle up into high gear lately, and I am trying to live my healthiest life possible. There's no guarantee. I know that there's nothing's guaranteed in life. Life is delicate. Life is fragile. Um, First of all, it's so delicious. Bone broth is so delicious. And secondly, man, I'm turning 70 in May. And that's a little bit there are no kids around, right? No kids around because I want to say turning 70 is like a little bit fucked up. Like, you're like 20 years old and you blink your eyes and then you're 70. I mean, it's really, really, really weird. But if you stay healthy, it'll happen to you too. And people make fun of older people. Well, what's the option? The option is to die early. I mean, and I'm an older person, but I've got all my wits about me. I am an athlete. I get out there every day and move my body, and I feel really good at 70. I would argue that I feel better and I'm 69. I'm going to be 70 in May, so I'm not really 70 yet. I don't want to rush anything, but I would argue that I feel better than I did when I was 35 and 40. There's no question in my mind because I figured stuff out. Not only magic mushrooms, but I figured stuff out about health, about life, so many things. But that's a story for a different time because I'm not talking about. I don't want to talk about my health today. I want to talk to you about microdosing, magic mushrooms versus LSD. Now, has anybody here? Well, I'm just curious to know who we have here. Nobody's really saying anything other than Epic and Sylvia. Everybody else is shy, but I'm curious. This is a live stream. I want to know if you've microdosed, what you microdose, if you've microdosed magic mushrooms. Lately, I've been experimenting with microdosing LSD, and I want to tell you something. It is phenomenal, and I want to say possibly better than magic mushrooms. Magic mushrooms, let's see, Epic, live in Oakland and walk down the street to get golden. Oh, beautiful. Walk right down the street. I like that. Nice, nice, nice. Somehow something's cut off here. Wait, these things are in the way. Oh, there we go. I can walk down. There you go. Okay, got you. Epic. Thanks for saying that. I appreciate that. And good for you, too. Good for you. You can just walk right down the street and get golden teachers. So magic mushrooms are a wonderful way to take care of mental health issues and a lot more. It could be spirituality. It could be creativity. There are a million things. When I'm microdosing, and I shouldn't use it in the past tense. I still am. I would microdose magic mushrooms probably about easily 3 to 4 days a week. Sometimes more, sometimes a little less, but on average, I say on average 4 days a week. Let's say 4 days a week. And I'm going to sip a little bit of my bone broth here. Wonderful, just wonderful. And I've gotten great results from magic mushrooms. Fantastic results. About a month ago, I've been very, very curious, and I wanted to see what microdosing LSD felt like. And I did it. And so it's hard to explain. It feels a little bit different than the mushrooms, but similar in ways, if that makes any sense whatsoever. So one thing I noticed is that when you microdose LSD in the morning, it is absolutely, you feel it. This is really weird. It says my connection is unstable. Meanwhile, I'm in a Wi-Fi area where I got a very, very good Wi-Fi signal. Let me try to change this. Okay, here we go. I'm going to try something a little different. Hang with me. I might go away for a second or two, but I'm going to change to a different router, hotspot.